here actually into the top lane.
Many schools of thought on how you could approach this. Orin is the old get enough the change because it showed that the LCK was willing to evolve. And you might say, well, they should have done that ages ago. All right, that happened. Hey, Neon.
I don't even understand.
Dead,
like
Neon. It doesn't make as much sense in the Wombo engage combo, but I really liked Nemesis picking the mid lane Veigar into the Azir. And the Veigar, but that Wombo isn't really online. Do they try to bite off more than they can chew?
See Neon on the Orianna quite slow, and the poke from the Azir is insane. They're still trying to force this though, flashing onto Umti. They will pick up the one kill, and Deft playing bodyguard in the front lines. They will be able to
try to get the Orianna without a safe lane to rotate around. Flower and Prey walking up. They don't know where Cuz is.
They trying to burst down Prey here. The Cataclysm is going to come in as long as that TP and Taric ultimate, trying to keep them all topped up here. You can see BDD just waiting for it, kiting them in the backside, but Rascal trying to make a play in the front line is going to be able to push them back. Kind of a wonky fight here as BDD just going to sail by the Orianna ultimate, and just barely going to miss that fourth one. But either way, just kind of styling here as now Rascal in a bit of an awkward spot. Here comes Umti to flash in, trying to get the kick, but now Umti's in an awkward spot. And it looks like he's going to pay for that one a little bit too aggressive on the backside.
Definitely a
Nelson with Azir and Zaya and Jace on your team. So that's going to be a huge benefit actually, as how about a kill on the backside? Mayhem just alone here. The flash forward as BDD just going to shut him down as well. And a lot of wins on the board
play, and also the fact that he's 0-2-1. If you remember back to all those Rift Rivals victories, the reason why we had bloodshed is that the junglers were in on the joke. They were making the plays happen. BDD is interrupted.
Oh boy, big interruption. BDD just going to sweep them away, but the flash forward. Can he get out of this is the question. Still alive, but 700 gold is going to go over to Cuz, as Umti does get that assassination on the backside for Nahon, as everybody's just going to join the party up in the top side. Turns out to be a 1-for-1 in the end.
A one from the side of KT's jungler. So that unfortunately seems to mean, as a team, they're not getting more on the map, and it's something that KT has struggled with. Think back to the game where they had 3 Infernal Drake.
But everybody is just going for a back. Kinngzone actually have to be careful about this Baron. And actually, Cuz kind of in an awkward spot here, might just get kicked in. And there you go, trying to Cataclysm away here. Cuz with no flash does get healed up, but it's not going to be enough. And immediately the pings go onto the Baron.
Or just all of the engage. It's very hard for KT to actually force Kinngzone out of their red side jump.
Snowflower going for a walk here, might just die on the backside. Not sure what that was. And yeah, I mean, they just get that free kill. Snowflower thinking he would have some backup. Rascal comes in here and says, hey, maybe we can do the Baron. As you talked about that Baron turn, it is S++ from the side of Kinngzone. Trying to get it done here, but the Cataclysm is already used. BDD, a nice amount of poke damage. And meanwhile, Jason, the bottom side, just trying to do it here, but Deft going for the one-on-one is going to pick up the kill. As now considering their options. Do they just go for the Baron or back? It looks like back is the option, as this inhibitor is going down.
BDD's too strong for them to start the Baron. He'll chunk them out, right? So you understand why they can't back. They should lose the inhibitor here, but actually, they're going to show respect. They don't know how many members are back and who hasn't. Umti caught in the crossfire.
As, again, another member of KT looking to make a donation. Thankfully, he's going to flash over the wall. Still almost died to Baron. As the
able to pick up the fourth Drake of the game, I should say, for the side of KT. A bit awkwardly for them. They're very easy to just walk away from the shades. Cool guys don't look at explosion style. And now KT's on Baron. While they have Smeb with an advantage, Kinngzone have to make a quick decision.
They gotta go for it here, but you can see this. The hook is gonna come in, but Snowplate for Cuz, he's surviving the whole time. Big kick though by Umti is gonna do an insane amount of damage and knockups there. He gets the jungler down, and they can immediately go back to Baron.
KT has to go straight onto the Baron. No smite to contest this unless Neon wants to go behind enemy lines. His flash is up. Is he gonna go for the super play?
I think you gotta do it, right? But they know, KT knows they're trying to zone him out, and there's that Q down.
Need a clear call.
Waiting on the damage here. Vision is there as Nahon not going to go for it. Not sure where Deucen's going. Is going to be forced to flash away. Okay, Rascal trying to get on in here. It's going to be rooted for quite a while, but that stopwatch is going to be huge for keeping Snowflower alive, and he's going to go down. Deft and Nahon sticking around, but here's big boy Smeb.
He's the Terminator.
Trying to get on top of them, but another nice stopwatch is going to keep the Kai'Sa alive for a little bit here, but now everybody's baited in. And that is a huge landslide victory for KT.
They're going to pick up the game win here. You'd have to think with the death timers as they are, what can Cuz do against Prey? It wasn't a pretty one, but you'll take any victory as KT as the Rift Rivals hangover begins.
That it does. Not the cleanest game we've ever seen, but they are going to be able to finish this one off. KT with a big win here up against favorites Kinngzone in Game 1.
Difficult one to watch, but not necessarily surprising, given the timing, given how quickly it is. After Rift Rivals, sort of game where the low light reel might actually be more meaningful to review than the highlight reel, because a lot of